loving relationship? Well, you can do it by learning skills. The Franz Lamar Show is designed to equip you with counseling skills and biblical principles to help you learn how to build and maintain a loving relationship. As a mental health counselor, a doctoral candidate in marriage and family at Liberty University, an author of many books about loving relationships, and a pastor, I can definitely help you learn counseling skills and biblical principles to build the loving relationship you so deserve. Search for Franz Lamar at Amazon to find my books about building loving relationships. I feel very good today. You know why? Because I'm talking about love. We're going to have fun today talking about love. This show is all about building loving relationships. So our first show is going to focus on what is love. To build a loving relationship, the first step is to know what love is. You cannot do something you don't know. So my goal for today's show is to help you know what love is. Once you know what love is, the next step is your commitment to love your partner. You must know how love works and make a commitment to practice what you know about love to build a loving relationship. So the first question is, what is love? Well, love means many things to many people. But when you come to my show, you are going to find out the real meaning of love. So together, we can build a loving relationship. So what is love? I'm going to talk to you about different aspects of love, but today the focus is going to be on something very significant. You cannot miss that. I know many thoughts already travel your mind thinking about, I'm in love, but what is love? Well, I will not fight against your definition of love, but I want you to consider the definition I'm about to give you about love. Here's it. Here's the key. Love is rational. I know we talk about love in passionate ways. We think love is all about emotion. But I'm here to tell you today that love is rational. You need to know that if you want to build a loving relationship. What I mean by love is rational is this. Love is based on reason and logic. Reason and logic. Rational love is reciprocal. It's not a one-way love. It's two ways love. I give you love, you give me love. That is reasonable and logical. Rational love does not function well if a partner gives love without receiving nothing in return. So love is logical. It's not confusing. It's orderly and reasonable. Rational love measures its action. To build a loving relationship, you need to understand the fact that love is logical. The basic question we should ask now, why love is logical? Well, you and I know that God is love, right? And we know God is a rational God. He's a rational God. He's logical. Look at the universe. Do you see logic? So the universe and man in particular shows us that God is a logical, organized, rational God. So since God is love, love must be rational. So we need to understand that love is factual. We know God loves us. How do we know? Based on fact. He gave us Jesus, his only son, to die for us to receive forgiveness for our wrongdoings. So love is more rational than emotional. So when emotions stop, love begins and remains. Love expresses emotions, but emotion is not love. Because emotions change depending on your mood and your circumstances. But love remains the same. So when you say you love, you must prove the love, because love is based on facts. If you say, for example, I'm going to love my spouse, what do you mean by that? It means you are going to do something to love your spouse. Dear friends, let us not merely say that we love each other. Let us show the truth by our actions. Love is action. Love is not passive. We conjugate love by doing something that is loving. What are you doing to prove love to your partner? Here's what I would like you to do. I want you to make a list of 3 things you can do this week or this weekend to show your love for your partner. If you need help, ask your partner this simple but profound question. How can I make you feel my love this week or this weekend? Remember, God's love for us is rational because it is based on fact. And the fact is Jesus. Because God made us in his image, we need to love as he loves. Our love must be factual, reasonable. It is reasonable when your partner loves you and you love your partner in return. God demonstrated his love for us when he gave us Jesus. We also need to demonstrate our love for our partner, just like God has did for us. We need to love the same way God loves us, to build loving relationships. If somebody say, what is love? You got to say, Dr. Lovemore tells me that love is rational. Remember to subscribe on my channel show. Click on the bell to always receive notifications about my next video. Come on, if you love this show, please leave a comment, like it, and share with others so that together we can create a movement of building loving relationships. Loving relationships are good for you, your children, and your descendants. Stay in touch with me so that you can learn how together to build loving relationships. See you next time.